Welcome to TLK Enterprise Video Log Series. My name is Aiko Gochuku, President and Chief Technology Officer for TLK Enterprise. I'll be talking to you today about the Forefront Identity Manager or Microsoft Identity Manager, depending on which version you have, audit tool that we have developed. For consistency, I'll be using FIM 2010 in this demonstration to refer to the product, but the tool works on both versions of the product. This tool serves as a supplement or alternative to the FIM reporting tool. Depends on how frustrated you are with the limited functionality of the out-of-the-box reporting tool. Some of you listening today may have already abandoned the out-of-the-box tool or are planning to abandon it. A little background on me and TLK Enterprise. I have been in the IT field 25 plus years, most of it spent in consulting. I have worked on Microsoft Identity Management products for the last 10 years. From the beginning, the first product, which was the MMS, to MIM 2016. I have done from code development, operations to architecture. I do have a strong audit and compliance background, and I am actually a certified internal auditor to complement my technical background. So I have an idea of what auditors look for. TLK Enterprise is a conglomerate of businesses, and TLK Technology handles the technical division, delivering products like mobile and non-mobile business applications and professional services. Okay, let's jump into it. Everything you do or want to do in FIM is translated into a request. The FIM audit tool is based on the analysis of these requests. There are three key features in the FIM 2010 audit tool. One is the search tool, which enables you to query the request logs for information. Two is the reporting tool, which enables you to create activity request reports. You also have the option to export the report to a CSV for your own analysis. And three is the metrics tool, which creates an activity metrics report for a selected period. You also have the option to export the report to a file. Okay, how does the audit tool work? First, I want to say that I made this tool as simple and customizable as possible. One big complaint about the out-of-the-box FIM reporting tool is that it is complex. Of course, this is significantly due to the fact that it is hosted on the Titanic application called System Manager. It is a bear to manage and customize. So I made this as lean and mean as possible, and one can customize it easily. Let's look at the components. This is the FIM service database, and this is the FIM reporting database. Two separate databases, and there is a PowerShell script which runs every 15 minutes. It queries the FIM service for transactions in the last 15 minutes for the particular object that you want to report on. One thing, the script can also be customized, is also customized to exclude some requests, because FIM has, like every application, has its noise, which is just system related requests, and you may want to exclude that. You can customize the script to exclude that. Now, a request may have several activities in it, like a request to change 5 attributes on a user. The script breaks down the requests to individual transactions and writes the information to the reporting database. A table is created for every object you want to report on in the FIM portal. For instance, you may have a custom object like a computer which you want to report on, and a table called computer will be created. Um, right now you would see a table for person, and there's a table for group, which I would use for the purpose of this demo of the product. The website is developed on ASP.NET and C#, and it queries the database, which has several stored procedures in there to take in the queries from the website and return the results back to the website. And then you will see the results produced in the reports. The FIM database retains records for 30 days by default, and you can increase it, but most people would keep logs no longer than 90 days because the more logs you keep, it could affect the performance on the FIM service database, how it responds. But 90 days does not meet the required record maintenance life in several regulated industries. By writing the relevant data to a separate database, which is the reporting database, one can retain records for as long as required. Now, right here is we have the FIM database. This is what it looks like. This is the group table and the columns, and this is the person table as well as the columns, and this is sample data that you have in the database. Let's take a look at the tool. In my experience with FIM, there are three key cases that may cause us to query the logs. One is when there is an issue in the environment and you want to find out who made a change or when the change was made. Many organizations have an Active Directory activity query tool, but it is not satisfactory for investigations involving accounts and objects managed by FIM. This is because FIM uses a single account to interface with a remote data source. When you look at the Active Directory logs, you will only see the FIM account making changes. To get the actual root requester information, you have to come to FIM to find out from the FIM activity logs. Two, the auditor can walk in with questions on transactions and records in a system as important as the identity management system of the organization, which FIM will service. The integration of FIM with several environments means that the auditor is going to query how well records match across the different systems. A third reason why we would want to query the logs is management wants a periodic operational report. Could be monthly, could be weekly on FIM, in order to plan for the future. How many changes have you made? What kinds of changes have you made? How many changes on this object? How many changes on that object? Who are those requesting the most frequent changes? What attributes do you have the most query? How many people have changed their phone numbers in the last 1 week? I mean, what attribute has the biggest number of changes or takes the biggest hit? And so it's important for management, when they want to plan for their identity management strategy for the organization. Let's look at the first case, and there is an issue in the environment, and we want to find out details on a change. It could also be auditors asking a question to correlate records, such as HR records show a user was terminated a month ago, and they're asking, can you tell us when the AD account was disabled, since FIM is the only permitted interface to manage user accounts in Active Directory. You come to the FIM Audit tool, you click on main menu, and it's going to show you this is choices, and you say, okay, I want to do a search object request. Select the object that you want to search on, which in this case is the person, and you want to find out, for instance, let's say in this case you want to find out who made a change, right? Who requested a change, um, and you click who made a change, um, and 30 days, and you click search request. And if you know the person's only the person's first name, you can type in John, and if you click John search, it will show you all the see under the requester column will show you all the requests that John, people with the name John made. Now if you want to, if it's only the last name, for instance, that you remember, you can also put in the system is smart enough that it can search either by first name, last name. It will also bring up the requests by Brown as well, and you actually don't even have to type in the full last name. You could say, for instance, just maybe BR, and it would still be able to figure it out. It does like a fuzzy logic. So that's a search for if you want to search on a person. You could also search what person was changed. So in this case, now you say, auditors say, well, when was Tom Brown disabled? And you can say, okay, give me, and that shows you changes made to Tom Brown in the last 30 days, and you can see, okay, if he was disabled or not. You can also search by what attribute was changed, right? So if it's okay, you want to find out when was well, let's see, office location being changed in the last, and this is going to show you that the office location field, how many changes we've had in the last 30 days. So this section of the tool is strictly for query. There isn't the option to export. It's just simply query to find out things, quick query to find out things. Now, but if you want to do a report, and you get this request from auditors when they come in, they'll say, we want a dump of the records in your system, and this is a good tool to come to and say, okay, you can look at the person object and say, okay, I want to dump for the last 30 days, right? A dump, and then you click generate report, and it's going to show you the records for the last 30 days. And you can export these records to you have the option to click and export the records to a CSV. So if you click on export records, and in this case it's let's say now I open it, I just want to show you what it looks like, and you can save it separately. So you can generate this report, and if you want to do further analysis on it on your own, you can do that, or like I said, you can pass it to another group that is requesting for it, which is usually, auditors can request for your activity logs as well, or the security team. Now let's look at the third case. You want to get the metrics report for management, and I have chosen a sample in this for this tool that's based on my experience providing reports to management on FIM. One can customize the tool to provide other metrics as well, as if you need that. Let's look at the metrics in the last 30 days, and this shows you number of changes, number of creates. Like I said, you can always customize this to what you would need, and so this is you can have the option to export the report as well and save it. So this is the FIM audit tool, and it provides auditors, security professionals, and FIM administrators the means to query the activity logs of the system for more information. For more information on the to query the activity logs, for more information and details. For more information on this tool, contact TLK Technology, which is a subsidiary of TLK Enterprise, and we can be reached at www.tlkenterprise.com/TLK Technology, and you can also email us at info@tlkenterprise.com. And I have a blog, and this is my blog, which is TLK Tech Identity Thoughts.wordpress.com, where I share a lot of my experience and knowledge on FIM and MIM and identity management. And I also will post any updates, tools that I'm working on, identity management tools I'm working on, and video logs on how to do things faster and better in FIM. Thank you very much for listening, and contact us for more information. Thanks.